Part 3 of our little princess is going to deal with the lighting and how I use curves and dodge and burn and different tools like that to highlight, make stand out what I want, and to shape the picture with light. So let's see, this is where we started with this image. This is where we're at right now, and now we're going to work on the lighting. So I don't really have necessarily some predetermined idea for this particular photo. I did my traditional light setup. I don't think there's anything super wild and crazy about it. And the colors right now are not what I want them to be, and that's kind of throwing me off. But we're gonna work with it here. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is go to my brightness and contrast and just see, do we need to be darker? Do we need to be brighter overall? Oh, where do we need to be? Do we need less contrast, more contrast? And I think I like it there, so we didn't do a ton. Now, curves. Okay, so curves is a great tool. When you click curves, you're going to get this line, and that line is going to essentially affect the light of your image. So you want it darker, you want it lighter, and sometimes what I'll do is I'll just sit and play with these and see what I want this picture, what mood do I want it to be and to have, and however that line curves, it's going to create a different look, and that look is going to give you a certain feel. So I think we're going to go for that real kind of painty look is what we're going for. So in those, you don't have a ton of contrast, but you definitely do need to bring up your highlighty areas a bit, at least the ones that I'm more drawn to. So you hit curves, and so there we go. So it's all light, right? I'm gonna hit Command I on my keyboard to make it go away. So I've just put this layer mask, which is black over here. So the great thing about layer masks is you take it on and take it off just using a paintbrush, a white or a black paintbrush. And so I am going to use a white paintbrush, and you can lower your opacity. I like to go in at 100% and work that way. So what I'm going to do in this image is I'm going to create some areas that I want you to look at, okay? Now, obviously this is not what it's going to look like in the end, but this is what we're going to start with. I'm just grabbing some spots, and essentially what I'm doing is the areas that I want to appear more raised within our image or more in focus in our image, I am going to lighten. Okay, and I usually lighten depending on what I'm working with, different sections at different times. So we're going to just do her body lightening right now, her skin lightening, and you pull that opacity way down until it looks right. I'm not loving it on her neck, so I'm going to switch over to my black brush and just get rid of that. Okay, so I like it on her face, I like it on her arms, don't like it on her neck. I like it on her arms a little bit more. I think they can use more, but obviously her face now doesn't make sense. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with that brush and start sculpting that out. I'm taking it away essentially, not all the way. See, it's not all the way gone, but I am taking it away some. I'm just going to keep doing that until I feel like I like the way that it looks. So I think I might have taken most of it off of her face. Nope, it's still there a little bit. It's just very, very minute. So here's kind of the interesting thing. I'm going to flatten that and then I'm going to do another curves, but I'm going to do it for my hair this time. My hair and my eyes. So the same thing, curves and Command I. So here's the thing when you're working with adjustments. You are going to probably start off doing things and feeling like you're not doing anything at all, right? You're going to be like, oh, this, I'm spending all this time and I don't even see any difference. And so you're going to want or feel like you need to do bigger things when that's not necessarily the case. You'll probably overdo a lot of your stuff at the beginning, and then you'll kind of dial it back the longer you're doing it, and that's fine. I'm gonna do a little bit on her blue lip here. So essentially, it is very much like painting, right? The same way you paint a painting, I am literally painting in areas on her that I want to stand out. And sometimes I'll decide that I am going to lower my flow because I know that this particular area I'm going to want to be lighter than another. So you kind of see what we have there. And now I'm going to lower my opacity down. And so what I'm seeing is I'm sliding it around as I like the look of it here. I like the look of it here, but it's too much in certain places of her hair and on her lips. So remember, we're on a layer mask. So if we want to take some away, we just change our brush to the other color. And so that's what I'm going to do. And you just bring it back to a point that you think looks good. There we go. Okay, and I like that. I think that looks pretty good. So I haven't really done anything with the bottom part of her dress as far as lightening it. And I don't think I'm going to. I think we're going to actually start by making that darker. The one place that I still want to do is her eyes. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to grab my curves. I'm going to go way up, way up, Command I to invert that. And we're going to really make these eyes pop. Now, I would not do it this extreme in a typical portrait, but in this, I'm going to actually lighten the whole entire eye to begin with, because I don't want it to set in so much. Now you can see she looks kind of freaky here. I am at 22%, so I can definitely increase it quite a bit. But that's just her overall eye. Now what I'm going to do is get a smaller brush and increase my flow all the way up, because I really, in the end, I'm going to want that to stand out quite a bit. I hit those lips too, just a little bit. And okay, so now you see she looks really weird, but it's okay because we're going to pull that back quite a bit to right about there. And actually, I want, so what I'm feeling is I want this part of her eye to be like that, but this part's too white for me. So remember, you're on a layer mask, so you can go and you can get a brush the other color and you can tone down those corners until you like them. There, and I like that a lot better. Okay, and then the other thing that I want to do to her eye is we're going to start going the opposite way, which is dark. So we do the layer mask, we pull it down for dark, but then we're going to command eye it so we can paint it in the areas that we want it to be. And I'm only on 21%. Can definitely increase that a bit because I'm going to do this and I'm going to use it for makeup as well to increase that just a little bit, but not that much. See how that looks. And pull it back a little bit. Like that. That looks good to me. Now I'm going to pull back out. Okay, so what am I seeing that I like or don't like? What I do not like just yet is this. So we are going to bring that down. So we're going to go down. We're going to go Command I. I'm going to grab that brush. I'm only on 12%. I'm going to just raise it all the way up because I know I'm not going to stay there. And I'm just going to start essentially darkening all of this. And you see I'm getting into her fingers because I'm just going fast and sloppy. But I will go back and I will get my white brush and I'll make it smaller and I will pull that off of her fingers and off of our background. And then I'll put it back wherever it needs to go. And I'm not super worried about it being everywhere. I just don't want it on her skin. Okay. There we go. And now I'm going to start bringing that back to place that I like. And I think that's it. Yep, that looks better to me. When it was lighter, it was just, I think, detracting from her face a bit, and I didn't care for it as much. So I'm going to flatten that. Now, there's a few things that in the overall picture that I want to change as far as lighting goes. So I'm going to actually go and get me another curve layer. I'm going to brighten it up, and I'm going to work on this area because for some reason my light must not have went off. That bottom light must not have fired. And so it's darker down there than everywhere else. And even though in the end, I might want it to all be that dark, I don't want it. As long as I darken the whole thing, that spot's going to get darker too. So I'm literally going to use a combination of my curves and changing the opacity of it until I get it right where I want it. Okay, that's a little bit better. All right, now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to go get overall brightness. I'm going to brighten it all up. And then I'm going to Command I to make it all dark again. And then I'm going to take a very large brush on a low opacity. And I am going to, it helps if I'm on the opposite of layer mask. I am going to go and start telling you where I want you to look, and that is going to be on her. And sometimes I do this in several stages, and sometimes I'll do it the opposite way. I'll brighten it and then darken it. But in this case, we're going to go this way, and we're going to darken it this time and lighten her up a bit. So it's just my way of telling you, hey, look here, and not all over the place. Okay, so I'm liking how it's looking there. So I'm going to say overall, I am pretty happy with what we've done with the lighting. I think the next step is going to be working with my colors and my textures for the final edit, and then I might want to come back in and do some with the light. I will show you where we started, where we're at. So we're going to end part 3, and the next part I'm going to go in and start working with the color grading.